Hello, citizens of Melonville.
And welcome to this video where we're reading Homestuck again.
Yay!
Yay!
This is the best ever.
Yeah! Where
Yay!
we're gonna read all this now that we probably may or may not have procrastinated in
We pr-
hindsight.
I, we did procrastinate. Oh dear.
Okay, so do you want to start or should I start?
Um. All start. Okay.
Okay.
So we're in this big long. There's
Yep.
long words. Okay. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me. Upon connecting with the client user, you, the server user, will be met with the control panel allowing you to manipulate your co-player's environment. You will find that you are allowed to deploy 4 items at no expense. 3 of these are rather large machines, and 1 is a punch card.
It is quite possible that you already deployed some of these items before reading this. In this case, must activate the machine called the Cruxtruder, such that it displays a countdown. You must proceed to section A100 of this walkthrough immediately. The life of the client user depends on it, and if your co-player has activated this device in your environment too, then yours does as well.
But if not, please refrain from doing anything with the Crux tutor aside from merely deploying it. This will buy us some time to think things through properly and to go over the basics of the game before you find your soft, easily punctured head in the jaws of the lion.
As mentioned, there are 4 items to consider, each playing a role in a process which appears to have a singular purpose to malfuncture objects out of thin air. The designers of the game, judging by the language used, regards this process as a sort of alchemy. This may allude to complexities in the production process yet to present themselves, but for now, the variety of objects you're able to create remains limited.
The items in question are the Crux Tutor, again, tread lightly with this one, the Totem Lathe, the Alchemiter, and the Pre-Punch Card. I will describe how these devices work in conjunction with each other, and I will use the analogy of having a key made at a hardware store to help you understand.
First, deploy all of these objects in convenient proximity to each other. Be sure not to block doors or pathways with them. You can always revise the dimension of rooms to make space for them, but I advise against this, or even experimenting with this function. Doing so comes with the expense of build grist, a community which appears to be at the premium at the onset, and once you'd be best advised to save for later. The
The
Cruxtruder.
Tutor. Removing the lids signals the moment your life becomes a great batshit pandemonium, somewhat resembling the chaos of an especially ethnic wedding. Somewhere, a seduced uncle deliberately shatters china on the floor. Muddy livestock is decorated and then lost track of. The question, whose mule is this, at times can be heard over the din. This is now your reality.
But aside from that, it marks the beginning of a process I am about to describe. The countdown begins, yes. I also, an entity called the Kernel Sprite is released, but neither of these are all that relevant to this process. To my knowledge, more on these things later.
Oh, what is relevant is the unlidded Crux Shooter's ability to dispense Cruxite dowels. It will dispense at least one, though I suspect it is capable of producing more given parameters I'm not. In my key-making analogy, these dowels represent the uncarved pieces of metal which the hardware store employee retrieves from a drawer or a rack and sets about carving into a key. The 2 following items are needed to do the carving.
The pre-punched card. It is a simple Celodex card containing an item. There is evidence to suggest the specific item it contains is variable from session to session. The card I deploy contain a blue apple. Your may be different. It doesn't matter, hopefully.
Additionally, the cards, as you may guess, the card, as you may guess, is punched, like one with antique computing system. Pattern of holes comprise this data, which I believe corresponds to the instructions for creating the item the card contains. That is possibly, or sorry, that that it is possible. No, okay. That it is pre-punched suggests there's a way to punch a punched card, possibly imprinting it with the data for the item it contains, though no mechanism for this has presented itself yet.
That's
But
almost a little bit of a tongue twister there.
yeah,
Punch to punch an unpunched card.
punch an unpunched card.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
I don't
get
know.
reading the next word.
Yeah. Wait, am I read? Do you want to read the small one?
Sure. But the data on the card cannot be used to create the item directly. There is a middleman. The middleman is the totem lady. The excuse me.
The totem lathe. This is essentially the key carving machine. It will carve into your crew textile a pattern of grooves and contours, the sort which makes a key unique. The instructions for this pattern are supplied by the punch card, which is inserted to the latex activation to configure its chisels.
Once the dowel is carved, you have a totem serving as your key. Unlock card item to the alchemiter. But at this point, I will not diverge from my key making analogy, barcode analogy. Oh, I will diverge. Which is not a terribly strenuous leap to make, since the concepts of key and a barcode are essentially the same, one being a unique pattern of grooves, the other of varying black lines.
The alchemitter. Alchemizer.
I don't know how to pronounce.
If you place a crew textile, carved or uncarved, on the alchemiter's small pedestal, its robotic arm will scan the contours with a laser, hence the barcode analogy. This is the machine's way of reading the data originally imprinted from the card and transforming that data into a physical object, though typically this is not done without expense. I believe an uncarved dowel resulting in the creation of a perfectly generic object which is seemingly useless green cube. It will cost 2 units of build grist to make, and I do not advise you to waste resources on it. There appears to be many other variants of grist, ostensibly used in combinations to create different sorts of items, which possibly offers some insight into the game's use of the term alchemy. I just realized that I, halfway through the second paragraph, that I was reading 2 paragraphs.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, if you noticed, I went, and transforming that data into a physical object, though typically, I just flowed into the second paragraph, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, they flow together. This person writes good. Alright, I'll just read the rest.
Okay.
So you just read all of that. Okay. But quite conveniently, there is an exception to this. Creating the item on the pre-punch card costs nothing. This is good because creating this item turns out to be essential. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Now that you know this, you could in your own time be... Once you initiate it, naturally there is no going back, so best to be prepared. But you probably shouldn't drag your feet too long. As I mentioned earlier, this is your only means of escape. When you're ready, be prepared to follow the steps in the next section swiftly.
A100. So your Cruxtruder is ticking. Do this to live. Next page.
Next page. Alright. You want me to read this?
In the distance, meteors fall with greater frequency. The fire in the forest burns so hot, not even the rain is putting it out. Just out of curiosity, check its status of battery. Just out of curiosity, how much time did that take us?
10 minutes.
Wow, 10 minutes for that.
Wait, 5, 3,
5 minutes?
2, 1. Yeah, now it's 10 minutes.
Wow. Dang. Alright, Henry.
Okay. Your laptop battery is alright for now, but it won't be for too long. Or it won't be for long. If the power in the house doesn't come back on, you can think a small backup generator stored behind the
Mausoleum.
Rose.
Mausoleum?
Prototype sprite
Mausoleum?
with Betty Crocker box. Alright.
Alright, this is you.
Okay. What? Oh man, you're gonna use that? That sucks. What a stupid idea. Excuse me. We have to hurry along. I'm running low on battery power. But the cake mix? Ugh, that's so dumb. I doubt it matters. We might as well just use any old crap lying around. Fine. I guess. Next page.
Next page. The sprite is playing hard to get. You guess that's what you get for originally prototyping it with something that endures mischief and pranksterism. Do as the plotted vegetable insisted. Instead, do the potted vegetable instead. It looks delicious.
Pipe down, you. This is Rose's decision, not yours. Rose. Prototype sprite with Sassacre text. Sorry, my cat is climbing all over the computer. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, yes! Sweet! Now we're talking. See if you can distract it. I'll try to sneak up on it. John, flail about in this distracting manner.
The sprite finds the distracting manner which you flail about to be rather distracting.
The pesky sprite eludes you again. Not even the great Colonel himself can outfight. In narrowly missing with your attempt to create the Colonel sprite, you drop the massive tome. The entire house rattles under the astonishing girth of the book. Next page.
In the next room, Nana's ashes dump onto the sprite, which is caught unaware by the dowsing. Inspect Hag Ash Incident.
You find the sacred urn toppled again. This time you're quite sure it wasn't your fault. The sprite is nowhere to be found. Rose, remove Cruxtruder from doorway.
This is you?
Darn it. Aw man,
I'm sorry.
where'd it go? That's okay. Aw man, where'd it go? I can't find it anywhere. No time to worry about it. The next thing we should do is get your served copy of the game in the car. You need to connect to my client so I can repeat your steps and presumably join you wherever you are. We should do this quickly before my house burns down. What, there's a fire? There will be soon. Oh jeez. So move this thing already. It looks like it requires a lot of grease to move. I don't have enough to relocate the door either. How much do you have? 0. Oh. Oh. I thought about jumping to the car from the ledge. Dangerous. I have a better idea. Meet me upstairs. Do again as the purple words say.
Okay, so we just sorry about that. Well, granted, you probably did not notice it. Well, probably noticed a small bit, but we just changed recording softwares to not recording softwares. communication software thing. That's what it's
Yeah.
called. Yeah, two because it was cutting out. I'm not sure if it'll show up on the recording, but it was his voice was cutting out for me for every once in a while. But
Yeah.
either way, you are about to head upstairs, but you thought you heard something behind you. It was faint, but you swear it was a small, light-hearted chuckle along the lines of a spirited "hoo hoo 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 hoo." Ignore this woman's antics. Sorry.
Sorry. All right. You're not sure you even saw a woman, let alone any of her hypothetical antics. But whatever it was, you might have caught a glimpse of. It sure gave you the willies. You head upstairs on your way to the balcony. Your PDA is acting up again. Indulge the device. Be curt with it.
Oh, it's me again.
Yay.
Hey, bro, check it out. I'm working on some new rhymes.
Dude, I don't have time for your nerdy raps.
Come on, this is hells of ills. Well, ill. Just listen.
It sounds like you don't even believe me that I was about to get blown up. But I really was. But now I'm in some weird dimension that Suburb sent me to or something. And now on top of that, I think I'm being haunted by my dead grandma.
Huh? For real?
Yeah, it's true, but I'll talk to you later about it.
I think I could drop some sick rhymes about all this.
Man, see, I just don't think all the rapping stuff is really as cool as you think it is.
No. This'll be dope. Check it.
No, I had to go. Bye.
Oh no. Well, I guess I'll be taking this down to my grave. Wait. Armageddon's getting waged upon us, but I'm getting armed and dangerous. Sending men in space for saving us. See which is playing more courageous. Ben or Bruce, duels reach a truce. Put their blow shoots to use up and suck it. Upsuck it. Affleck sacrifice. I mean, sacrifice. I would have to sacrifice it. Oh, fuck it. Oh.
Wait.
Oops, sorry. I'll read that line again because I accidentally disconnected my mic.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. Affleck's sacrifice. I mean, sacrifice would have to suffice. Oh, fuck it. Bro, be a stained glass saint upon a cross, getting hella Christ plus. Bruce, like off of that crew flex, nuff this fucking savior fuss. Restrained to his poor ass per Moklan Rudex while Bruce Slim remain dangerous. When a plan gone astray, pays off a wage courageous. Ashtray Caterin 2 layers of Matt McConaughey's vain reminder dust. Wait, McConaughey wasn't even in any of those Meteor movies, was he? I'll have to make a rap about, I don't know, Morgan Freeman or something, being the president. It'll be called Obama made it so no one gives a shit about black presidents in movies anymore. See, you've got to fill me in what's going on what's going on, so I'll have to have something to rap about. Besides all your dumb shit movies. Enough strange poetry from the red text.
You head out to the balcony to find out what Rose has in mind. She is messaging you again. The purple text is less irrational than the red text. Oh god. I'm lifting the car up to the balcony. Whoa, okay. Once it is up, retrieve the game, then I'll put it back down on the driveway. But the door is locked. Then break the window. But it's my dad's car. It's just a window and this is sort of an emergency. Otherwise, I promise I'll handle the car with velvet gloves. Alright. Rose, pick up the car.
It's this. It's another one of my good moments that I love about this.
Yeah.
Ridiculous folly, inexcusable.
You're inclined to
You're.
agree. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. You're inclined to agree, but hey, accidents happen. You double check your PDA to make sure if Rose is really gone. Indeed, this seems to be the case. TG is still pestering you, of course, but another chum is now logged in as well. What color are the words that this chum says?
Just a second. I'm back. You know, doing this with a slightly sore throat does not work well.
No.
I'm back.
Oh, hi.
I went to investigate the explosions I heard.
Was it by any chance a meteor?
Yes. Yes. How did you know that? How did you know? No.
Oh man, it's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did it blow up your yard or start a fire or anything?
No, I'm fine. It landed a pretty good ways from my house, and I went to look at it, and and it's pretty big. But Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I came down. So I came home. He seems to think it's dangerous.
Oh, well, gosh, he's probably right.
Anyways, what have you been up to, John? Oh, did you get my package yet? Oh, face.
Yeah, I was trying to get it, but Rose dropped my car into a weird, spooky, bottomless pit, and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that.
Oh no!
Wow, okay. I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood.
That's terrible, John. I'm so sorry.
But I'm okay. And my house is too, sort of. The game I was telling you about, Suburb, which I was playing with Rose, sort of transported me to somewhere in the last minute. But now I'm trapped here, and it's weird and dark, and I can't find my dad, and I just lost the car and my copy of the game in the pit, and I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse. Oh.
Wow. It sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but it does sound kind of exciting. I don't know, John. Maybe this is your destiny. If anyone can save the world, I think it's possibly you. You.
Yeah. Wow, you think so?
Yes.
Well, okay. But it's not even that simple. I was about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from meteors and fire and stuff, but she lost battery power and I lost the game disc. So I think I had to get TG to use his copy to save her. But that jackass won't shut up and stop rapping and stuff.
Ha. He's so silly.
Yeah. Anyway, I should talk to him about it, so BRB.
The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again. When the film crew zooms where the president's at, I'm like, if that's Drew's blackout, eat my hat. What turns out he is, so we're all damn. The director's got grumptition. If we're like we all flip out our shit and he ain't shining shoes or something. It's called free emancipation. It's not press election. It's God ascension. I'm Bruce Almighty. Whoops, different Bruce from the one I just mentioned.
Oh, sorry.
Can't explain to me why this ain't condescension to think ain't shit a brick. Not even he can convey the initiation with his quick spun wit. Rather defray all this tension, sit on the lap while he whittles a splint, and some guy's eyes of what he does and patronizes. I guess necrosis is the mother of invention. Henry.
Oh, sorry. Stop rapping for a second, you horse's ass. I have something important to talk about.
What's up?
Rose is in trouble and she needs help. I was going to connect her with Albert, but I lost my copy.
Okay.
Also, she lost battery power. If she can get back up and running, she'll need someone with the game to get her out of there before her house burns down. So I think you should use your copy of the game to help her.
My copy? That's gonna be tough.
Why?
I lost it. It's a stupid story, and I'd rather not talk about it. Shit be embarrassing, yo.
Thought you said you had two.
Well, yeah. One is my brother's copy.
Okay, we'll get his then.
Alright, but he's not gonna be happy about that.
Whatever. Also, you might want to read Rose's walkthrough to get up to speed on this.
Oh, man.
What?
Nothing really. Look, all I'm saying is the girl tends to lay it kind of thick, you know.
Rolls eyes.
Your laptop is out of battery power. There is only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to that backup generator. Rose, knit laptop cozy to shield your laptop from rain. Time?
Oh, sorry. 3 minutes.
3 minutes left?
Yep.
Alright, we can fit a few more pages.
Yep. Okay. That would be such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. You capture log the laptop plus cozy. Rose, equip grimoire to strive specibis.
That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces which you do not want to mess around with. You understand this better than most. You put the book down. Rose, recapitulate your items.
You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree modus. The tree autobalances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Rose, allocate knitting needles to strive specibis.
You feel a lot more comfortable with these as a weapon. You're so handy with these needles, you feel like you could probably use them to fillet a fish.
Ooh. You lose the root card in the process, severing the tree. Hey, careful with all that stuff. Rose, knit flesh cuddle Cthulhu to soothe nerves.
That would be a preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're quite sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. However, there are many other specimens of zoologically dubious you are familiar with, such as Rose, consult grimoire.
Cthulhu, foul patrician of misery. To hear his mammoth belly gurgle is to know the epoch of joy has come to an abrupt end. Cthulhu.
Oh boy. Nrub Glith. Shame be king of grocery. Reth lord of moist beyondhood. Hearing his melodies, chirps, and tongue clicks causes one's bones to explode.
And of course there's Oglogoth, the Deep One. Whenever he grinds his teeth, all of the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuously for a 9,000-year span. He is the first and smallest of the smaller gods, appointed in servitude of the vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods which caters to the whims of the noble circle of horror terrors, an omniscient, omnipotent order of the elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the furthest rim. And we're out of time.
Alright, here's the next page for all y'all. Ooh. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Homestuck.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you visit our tiny little town again.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep, thanks for watching. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
See you later.
No.